In Photoshop CS2, they've added a new option inside of the history palette, and it may seem like a small little option here, but I'm telling you, when you need it, you're gonna be glad that you enabled it, because it's not enabled by default. So I've got a photo open, and let's try something here. Let's add a new layer, and then let's maybe come in here and create a selection, and I'll just fill that selection with black, and then I'll deselect. Now what I'm going to do next is to hide this layer. So watch, I'm going to click the eyeball icon and I hid the layer. I hided the layer. Now let's go over look in the history palette. You can see here it shows the open, the new layer, the selection, the fill, the deselect, but it doesn't show that I hid the layer. That's because there's a new option here in the history palette, and it's turned off by default. But if you go to the history options, you can see here there's a new one in here, and it says make layer visibility changes undoable. So if I turn that on, click OK. Now let's go back here in the layers palette, and let's show, and we'll hide, and we'll show and hide, and come back here, look in the history palette. Now it shows you the layer visibility change. So it's one of those little things that, it doesn't seem like much at the beginning, but if you've got your history states and you really rely on being able to go back to a very specific history state, you'll be glad that you turned that one on.